Hey, what's up, everybody? It's been a while, and it's been a while since I've uploaded, and so we're gonna upload something today, right now, because I have the privacy of being alone and uninterrupted for now. So we'll see what happens. What I wanted to talk about was a little bit about change. Man, whenever I turn on this camera, I never know what's going to happen. I never know what will come out of my mouth, but it's usually words, and I usually, end up uploading it, and I don't know. What I want to do is to have you guys know, you as people know, that there's somebody that wants to give you, and that somebody is me. We'll just go ahead and come right out with it. I'm the person. I want to give you people, whoever's watching, I want to give you entertainment. Okay? I want to give you a good time. I want to see you spread your wings and fly. The reason why I want to do these things, people, is because she told me to. She said, you give them the best entertainment that you can. And I say, okay. Okay, Miss Pittywits. This is Miss Pittywits. Have y'all met Miss Pittywits? Maybe you have, yes or no. But she's a good girl. She needs to have a bath tonight. We'll probably give her a haircut, too. Because I got a haircut recently, too. And I think it was much needed, and it was about time that I got it. I wanted to grow my hair out, but I figured, there's plenty of time to do that. Right now, let's just focus on looking like professional, So I went and got my eyebrows. did. I went and got my hair all cut up nice and good, and got my shave going. And so I'm feeling clean cut and ready to go. And that's honestly like what I want at this moment in my life. I want to have like a good foundation and then grow, and it's so difficult sometimes, man, whenever you're going through this life every single day and things they sort of just don't go your way. And you're just like, what? And then years go by and things still aren't going your way, and you're like, whoa, okay, let me backtrack and see, where did we go wrong? I feel like that's a song. Where did we go wrong? That's a good lyric, though. I mean, that's what you want to find out. You want to find out where are the problem areas, what's not happening that needs to be happening. You're not just gonna get everything you want without trying. So if you go through life thinking this, you are wrong. For multiple reasons, because there's not any other reason for your failure other than what you have done already to produce that. Life didn't start out of your favor. Hey, it might have. There have been people who have had lives like that have made millions of dollars. So it's like there is no excuse to not be doing something right now with your life. So I decide, well, I'll turn on the camera, have the mic. Let me try to make something of myself. So we're doing it. And I'll start out with this story. Whenever I was in Ecuador, in South America, it's south of where we are. It's down south. So whenever I was there was this guy that I met, and he was really cool. And they were kind of dirtbags. I don't know why I called them cool. But so they're kind of dirtbags, Ecuadorian guys. And, we were trying to get them to say my name. And if there's something you need to know before you go to hit up another country, it's, if you don't say your name the way that you say your name, Jafil, don't say your name that way, because they won't know what you're saying. Every time I said it, Tim, Ding, this guy could not pronounce my name for the life of him. If I pointed a gun to his head and asked him to just simply repeat what I'm saying, just repeat the sound that I'm making out of my face hole, without anything else, just the sound itself. Tim. Ding. Tim. Ding. Tim. Oh. He just ended up like pretending like he knew. Oh. He had no idea how to say it, and we were just like, okay, whatever. But it's crazy because it's like you make sounds out of your face, and you make them for so long in a certain language, and then one day some guy with another form and version of making sounds come out of his face comes along, and then you both meet, and then you try to get him to say words that you've always known coming out of your face, and then he does the same thing for you, and then you both have this weird mentality that says, this sounds weird and uncomfortable, I don't like it. But that's language, you know? And you don't have to be embarrassed about speaking a different language or doing it wrong, because you're probably going to at some point. The important thing is that you say it in the right accent. Because, man, and I give all the leniency in the world to people who can't really pronounce English that well, because English is a difficult sort of language that is very fluctuated. It fluctuates a lot. It isn't consistent, which you can say with a lot of languages, but for the most part, English is the one that is the most inconsistent. But I don't know, the thing about speaking a language is if you just say it in the right accent, you will say it right. And that's what's so weird for people, is that, like, they don't want to, like, not sound American whenever they speak. I mean, I was a victim of that. I would just almost, like, clam up when I was over there, and I just would not allow myself to speak Spanish. But once you do, you begin to find that it's actually pretty fun, and it's a really good challenge for yourself to speak a different language. And man, for us Americans, we can't really practice our different languages anywhere. We have to go somewhere to practice it. So what I suggest is, if you can, travel and go speak, learn a different language. I mean, that's what I suggest, because it'll be life-changing. It will be, you'll be able to apply that in different situations and circumstances. And you'll just ultimately benefit mentally from learning a different language. You will benefit from it for sure. And so, that's that. For all who want to hear about my MMA thoughts, let's go, because I have been thinking about it. Israel Adesanya, I've been watching a lot today. What? Can I just look at the camera? What? Israel Adesanya. Let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know who this guy is, shame on you. You probably do know by now that he's fighting a guy named I always want to say Forrest Whitaker, Robert Whitaker. And I think they're both from New Zealand, which is a really cool place. You kind of have a weird kind of accent. It's not really all there. It's just sort of like on some words. It's sort of, a little Australian-like. Some people have it worse than others. But Israel, man, the way that his striking occurs is mind-boggling to me. His movement in the ring is unmatched. They call him the style bender for a reason, people. Watch out for this guy. He's going to blow up. He's going to be the world champ. I mean, come on. There's no doubt. Unless someone can figure him out, unless Robert can go in there and really weather the storm, weather the elusiveness, the trickery of Adesanya, I think Robert can win the fight for sure by a knockout. Robert has some crazy power, and he does not play around when it comes to fighting in that ring. Neither does Israel. But what Israel does do, which could be his downfall, which I saw it with Anderson Silva. Go back to Anderson Silva Adesanya. Although Silva is way past his prime, and definitely 1 foot out of out of the door of fighting for the UFC. Man, he's still got some good shots in on Israel. Really got some good cracks in. And you can hit him. Israel is not impenetrable. What Israel is he is adaptable. He sees your movement, and then instead of fighting you, he lets you fight him. Therein, you get caught, because whenever you try to fight with Israel, it's like you're fighting with yourself. Robert needs to just switch it up. Try to stay in the center. It seems like Israel does a lot of running whenever he gets flurried. He tries to run out. Robert's probably going to have a good game plan on how to mitigate how Israel slips out of dangerous situations. All I know is that Whitaker is no punk, and he's going to come in there ready to swing. And if my calculation is correct, I will say, man, I'm thinking Adesanya is going to get dropped, but not dropped as in like Adesanya is going to lose. Like I'm thinking like if Adesanya is not careful, and if he does something too cocky, if he gets too cocky in there, lets his guard down just for a second, Whitaker's going to land something. It could be anything. And those legs could buckle on Adesanya. I mean, like, real probability. What I really do think is that Adesanya is probably going to get wobbled at one point. I think Adesanya is going to come away with the win. I think Adesanya is going to probably head kick knockout. If it comes to that, there's going to be a head kick knockout. I feel like Robert tends to rush. I'm sure he's gotten better from the last fight that I've seen from him, but if because Adesanya's style against Robert is actually pretty well matched and in Adesanya's favor. Adesanya's really gonna find openings. He's gonna be elusive. He's gonna look for the question mark, and I feel like he's gonna land it. It'll probably realistically go to a decision in Adesanya's favor. So for my realistic, my whole realistic type of outlook on how the fight's gonna go, Adesanya takes the win by decision. It goes all 5 rounds, or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it's a 5-rounder. My wishful thinking is that Whitaker is going to just drop Adesanya completely. There's going to be a 1-2, and then it's lights out. That's my wishful thinking. And then my what I want, or really rather what my prediction is as I see things now. In my mind, 100%, what I think is that, I don't know. For some reason, I feel like he's just going to head kick Robert, and it's going to be lights out. That's just what I think is going to happen. But, realistically, I think that they're just going to go to the decision. So there, you have 3 different predictions right there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it was really, really heart-wrenching for me to watch Silva fight Adesanya. It was, because... man, I mean, you have this guy, Anderson Silva. People could not figure him out. For how long? 10 years plus? People could not figure out how to weather the Silva storm. You come in, this guy's broken his leg, he's gotten knocked out, he's blah, 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 here, there, fought Bisping, got fucked up by Bisping. It's like, this guy's been through so much, and then he comes back, and he still is fighting. This old man, he's out of shape, he's looking pudgy. It's just sad, It's not even sad to the point where, I feel sorry for him. It's Silva's he's a champion. He's not going to stop. He's a fighter. It's just how it goes. You can't really feel too bad for guys like that. I mean, they're fine. He likes what he does. You can't feel bad. All I'm saying is that, man, he's old. And then you see Stylebender come in, and he's flowing, and he's smooth and fresh body, young body, like barely been hit compared to how many times Silva's been hit. Man, coming up in here looking so professional, acting professional, gaining so much experience from that fight. Israel's going to be dangerous competition, for sure. I mean, ask Chael Sonnen what you think. That's all I got to say about it. Chael's going to give you a way better analysis. Everything Chael says, I'm always, like, on point with. But I can do a good Chael impression. A Chael impression that, like, it'll be something like, well, listen to me, guys. What is he going to do? Nothing. Like, Chael will be speaking in a sentence, and then he'll just stop. He'll be like, oh, well, the guy went, well, did he win? No, he didn't. I have to watch a video before I do more hardcore ones like that. But I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this up right now, because I think the guy's about to start weed eating outside. So thank you for listening. I know we got into a lot of MMA topics there for a second. Everyone say bye to Pity Wits. She's a good girl. She's a really good girl. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go outside and walk her real quick and probably go to the gym. Yeah, let me know what I can do to heal my arm fast, because this thing, like, I don't know if you can tell, there's a bump. There's a little bump right here. That's my arm. It's fractured. There you go. Dogs are barking now, so I guess that's time to wrap it up. All right. God bless you all, people. Thank you so much for listening and being here on the journey. And, take it easy. Love yourself. Always. Peace.